Welcome, seekers of wonder, fellow travelers on the starlit path of imagination. Tonight, as the world's bustle fades to a hush, I invite you to slip past the veil of the ordinary and step barefoot into a hidden world. This is not just a story, this is an escape, a portal painted with the gold of dreams. So take a deep breath and let your worries dissolve like mist at sunrise. Picture a village so timeless, so enchanting, that it seems borrowed from a childhood fairy tale and sprinkled with the magic of ancient legends. In this sanctuary, the bookworm's hoard, we lose ourselves so we may find something truer within. Can you feel it? The heavy, oaken door groans open before you. The scent in the air is a melody, earthy wood, dust, and leather, the faintest perfume of dried ink and parchment. Light filtered through stained glass, splinters into 1,000 colors that dance across the spines of books like prancing spirits. The floor under your feet remembers the steps of countless dreamers and heroes, creaking in gentle greeting. Nestle into a windowed nook, legs curled beneath you, a mug of fragrant tea warming your hands. This is your haven, where anxiety withers in the glow of the hearth, and the only weight is that of a story yet untold. Here in the sacred hush between the pages, stories are not just read, they are lived. They are the ships that sail us from our burdens to uncharted shores. What tales have swept you away? What worlds have you called home from the sanctuary of your own quiet corner? Tonight, let's slip through the folds of time to a medieval village, where the tales of valor and myth are as real as sunrise. Imagine shelves stacked with Arthurian epics, parchment alive with the thunder of hooves and the clash of steel. Knights in shining armor, dragons curled in candlelit caves, maidens with secrets and sorcerers with riddles. Imagine the villagers, wide-eyed, longing for stories of chivalry and magic. Somewhere, a child is convinced she will spot Merlin himself bending around the bakery's corner. And as we let our minds spin, why not reimagine the stories we cherish today, transformed by the touch of olden times? Twilight is no longer a modern fable, but a saga of moonlit longing, where a noble vampire lord surrenders his heart to a daring maiden, their destinies entangled beneath the boughs of a haunted forest. The Hunger Games unfolds through the eyes of a bow-wielding heroine, her rebellion set to the rhythm of Robin Hood's own legend. Arrows whistling through the greenwood as she dares to defy oppression. Even mysteries and passions. The girl with the dragon tattoo becomes an epic of secrets and shadow in a brood-filled medieval manor, and 50 Shades of Grey finds its fire in the clandestine trysts of a mysterious noble and a fearless lady. In this world, nothing is impossible. Close your eyes. Hear the gentle clink of teacups, the rustle of pages, the crackling fire weaving warmth around your shoulders. Here, you are more than a reader. You are a wanderer, a kindred spirit to every hero and rogue who ever dared chase the unknown. Let us begin our journey in Silverbrook, a village so picturesque it could be plucked from a tapestry. Its cobblestone lanes wind between timbered houses, each window box blooming with defiance against the mundane. Laughter echoes through the air, sweet and free, and the scent of baking bread floats from the heart of the village like a promise. Yet for one soul, this beauty is tinged with restlessness. Meet Amelia, 25 summers wise, eyes ever scanning the horizon for the spark of adventure that her books have promised, but her days have withheld. Her cottage overflows with maps and relics, the detritus of a heart that cannot be tamed. By routine. Her neighbors, kind but rooted, wonder why she aches for more than the garden's yield or the harvest's bounty. Amelia is not content to let her dreams gather dust. Once, she roused the children for a dragon hunt in the Whispering Woods. Wooden swords in hand, shields crafted from imagination, they charged after the invisible beast, returning mud-streaked, triumphant, arms full of dragon treasure, bundles of leaves and branches. The baker, caught between laughter and exasperation, scolded her gently. But even he could not quench the gleam in her eye. Isn't a bit of wildness better than another day of sameness? Every week, Amelia makes the journey to Stonebridge, the nearby town alive with the colors and clamor of market day. The path winds through ancient woods, sunlight flickering through the leaves like secret signals. She collects wildflowers and stones, breathing in the sense that she's not just walking, a heroine on a quest, uncovering relics and stirring the magic that lay dormant in her soul. Stonebridge is a kaleidoscope of sound and scent. Vendors hawk their wares, the river roars beneath the grand stone bridge, and bards sprinkle music like confetti. Yet tucked into a quiet corner, the bookworms hoard. Awaits an unassuming shop watched over by Mr. Thaddeus, a man with eyes that twinkle behind a beard of white. Each visit is an unwrapping of possibility, a plunge into the unknown. Amelia wanders the aisles, fingertips brushing spines as if greeting old friends. Today a book catches her eye, a shiver of blue, silver runes curling along its spine, a chill of frost shimmering across the cover. As she lifts it, the earth beneath her feet stirs. The shelf swings open. A secret stairway, beckoning her downward into the heart of mystery. Down the steps, the world transforms. She finds herself in a vault of knowledge, a secret library, ceiling arching high above, shelves groaning with tomes both sacred and strange. Shadows swirl in the candlelight. The air is thick with ghosts of ancient wisdom. Here there are no rules, no order. Books of pastry spells rest beside grimoires of the deep, and dragons share space with eldritch horrors. On a central table, treasures gleam, golden-bound books, scrolls, relics humming with old magic. She chooses a volume called The Goblin's Gold and, curled in a velvet chair, lets the story claim her. Suddenly, she is whisked to Fairhaven, a city pulsing with commerce and laughter. The Silver Sword Tavern radiates warmth, where heroes and knaves alike gather under banners of old adventure. Tonight, the story belongs to Aratur, a paladin of unshakable honor, and Van Cleef, a rogue whose smile could charm coins from a miser's pocket. Their meeting is a storm, an altercation, a flash of steel, a reluctant truce. They are bound not by trust, but by the promise of gold and the thrill of the chase. A goblin thief has stolen a priceless treasure, and only together might they reclaim it. The road is treacherous, winding through forests haunted by Wirgin, bridges that vanish beneath the unwary, traps ready to snap. Their strengths are mismatched, their tempers ill-suited, but adversity forges an unlikely brotherhood. A beast attacks, fangs flashing in the dusk, claws slashing through the gloom. Steel and shadow entwine, courage meeting cunning until at last the monster falls. As the mountains rise, so does the peril. The goblin's lair is hidden behind a waterfall, its entrance bristling with traps. Silently they slip inside. Greed nearly ruins their mission, but together they prevail. Aratur's blade and Van Cleef's guile balance the scales. The treasure is won, and the bonds of battle transform mutual suspicion into something like trust. They return victorious, praised and celebrated, each changed for the better by the journey and each other. Amelia closes the book, her heart swelling with a longing she cannot name. How easy it is to yearn for heroism when reality holds only half-wild quests and the skitter of rats in a baker's storeroom. Yet she is not discouraged. Turning deeper into the labyrinth, she finds another tale, The Shadow over Hollowbrook. The book tingles in her hands as if it's alive. As she opens it, shadows curl around her fingers, and she falls into a darker tale. The village of Hollowbrook is shrouded in fog and fear. Disappearances, rumors, eyes peering from darkness. Into this gloom rides Sylvanas, a dark elf mage, her heart battered by loss, her will sharpened by love for a sister who vanished years before. Suspicion trails her every step, but her resolve is stronger than the chill in the air. The villagers shrink from her. Their silence is a fortress. Yet Sylvanas is undeterred. She traces whispers of ancient magic, following haunted symbols to a crumbling church where shadows nest. She finds her sister among a congregation bewitched by a horrific idol. With cunning and the power of a cherished token, she frees her sister, shattering the idol's grip and breaking the village's curse. Light floods Hollowbrook once more, fear recedes, and hope blossoms anew. Yet in the quiet hours, Sylvanas remembers the darkness she has faced and wonders what other nightmares lurk in forgotten corners of the world. Amelia is shaken and grateful that her own home is free of cults and creeping dread. Yet she is still hungry for more. She picks up a third book, its cover gleaming, newer than the rest. It's called A Tale of Two Times. Now our stage shifts to Stormville, where Vincent, a boy whose mind is a cauldron of wild tales, finds himself apprenticed to Master Arian, the local wizard. His parents hope the discipline of magic will anchor his imagination, but wonder's flame is not so easily extinguished. The tower is a wonderland of strange objects and magical chores, but Vincent's curiosity is unstoppable. When chance leaves the wizard's study unguarded, Vincent's wanderings lead him to a spell that sweeps him from all he knows into a whole new world. Suddenly, Vincent is cast into the heart of a modern city, a landscape of glass and steel, where horseless carriages roar and people speak to glowing talismans. Shops sell potions called coffee and hot chocolate and magic. Flourishes in the form of technology he cannot comprehend. Vincent's wonder is endless. He finds shelter in an inn by dazzling a skeptical keeper with tricks and minor magics. Yet as night falls, magic stirs again, and he is drawn back to his own world, rescued by the efforts of his worried master. No one at home believes his wild tale, but Vincent is changed. He knows now that magic is not confined to the realm of wizards or the pages of books. Sometimes it is hidden in plain sight. He carries the memory as both solace and secret, a touchstone of all that is possible. Amelia returns the last book to its rightful place, her spirit both soothed and alight. She lingers, basking in the faded glow of hidden worlds, before climbing the steps to the familiar shop above. Mr. Thaddeus greets her with a knowing smile. "Did you find what you were searching for?" he asks, eyes sparkling. Amelia just laughs, her heart light as she steps into the twilight, arms full of herbs for her mother, mind full of treasure. So, dear listener, as you return to your own world, may you carry with you the warmth of the hearth, the balm of ancient tales, and the courage of heroes who dwell between the lines. Tonight, as you drift towards sleep, let your dreams be rich with lore, mysterious as the shadowed corners of a forgotten library. Know that you are always welcome back, here at the crossroads of adventure and peace, where every page is a gateway, every story a second life. Rest well, adventurer. The next tale waits on the other side of dawn.